Hello, this is Jeff Korhan with jeffkorhan.com, and I'm here to welcome Amy Porterfield, who has written a phenomenal book that I've been recommending to folks that attend my workshops, Facebook Marketing for Dummies. We're going to talk about that today and get into some of the things that small businesses may want to start considering with respect to their Facebook marketing. Now, all I know about Amy is that we're both writers for the Social Media Examiner, so beyond that, I will let her introduce herself and take it from there.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm so excited about this book. I mean, it's like a Bible for Facebook marketing. And people often ask me, how did I get into all of this Facebook stuff? And my path is a little odd. I came from event marketing for Harley Davidson and then moved into online marketing and content development for Tony Robbins. So Harley Davidson, Tony Robbins, I don't really know how that connected there, but it all worked out good because when I was with Tony Robbins, I learned so much about online marketing in general, but I got to start some of his social media platforms. And from there, I branched out on my own and started doing social media full time. And then really started to fall in love with Facebook and what it could do. And so that's where I've really concentrated my efforts.
Sounds like my career path. It seems like we all came into social media from, all kinds of different places, but we do know that it works, so we keep doing it.
Exactly.
Tell me about, in kind of the finer print on the book, it says 9 books in one. Can you speak to that concept and why you guys broke it up that way?
Yeah, one thing I love about the Dummies series is after a book comes out, Facebook Marketing for Dummies came out a while ago. It was with another author, and then when Facebook became so huge and there was so much to include, they do the All-in-One series, where All-in-One series is these mini books, as you mentioned, where each of the different mini books are broken up into different chunks so it's not so overwhelming. So the great thing about the book is that anytime you could pick it up, flip to a certain section, maybe a certain mini book, and then start right there on the subject that you're most concerned or most want to learn about. So it's not like you have to read it from front to back, which is great because, like I said, it's a huge book, over 600 pages, but it's broken up into these mini books, so it's bite-sized pieces of all the areas that you need to know.
Right. Well, that's exactly what I did. It is a big book. And actually, the part that I jumped into first was Facebook advertising. It's something that I have not done, have been meaning to do. And recently I was networking with some friends, other speakers, and he was talking about how he was getting very poor results. Can you help us with Facebook advertising and how that can work for a small business?
Yes, I'm actually so glad you asked that because I've been doing a lot of work with Facebook advertising for my own business as well as for some of my clients. And there's a few things that when you're Facebook advertising can be very overwhelming because when you get into the dashboard and you look at all the metrics and all the stuff that you could track with your ads, you're like, I don't want to do Facebook ads, but they're so valuable when you do them right. So first, quickly, I just want to tell you about 2 different Facebook ads that I think work really well. The first one is called engagement ads, and they're not called engagement ads within the Facebook dashboard. They're just called engagement ads to separate them from the regular Facebook ads. And what engagement ads are, they're ads that you're driving traffic from your ad to your Facebook page or to a Facebook event or to a custom tab on your Facebook page. So you're keeping people inside Facebook. And I love engagement ads more than anything else. And the reason being is that they tend to be less expensive because you're not driving traffic outside of Facebook, which tends to be more expensive when Facebook kind of tallies things up. And in addition to that, an example of a Facebook ad would be, let's say I had an organic food store, grocery store, and I put an ad up that says, click like if you live the organic lifestyle. And that's all I put in my ad, and then I had a really great graphic.
Mm-hmm.
If they click like in that ad, they now like your Facebook page if that's where you're driving traffic to. So they never leave their page they're on in Facebook. People hate to click around and leave where they're at sometimes. They never leave it. They literally click the like button in your ad, you have a new fan for your Facebook page, and you start getting out into the news feeds of that person who clicked like. So engagement ads are a fantastic way to grow your fan base quickly by asking real engaging questions to a very targeted audience that they'll click like because they're so passionate about, let's say, organic lifestyle.
So are these, when you have in a sidebar where Facebook has suggested an ad, they take an image that you've uploaded, are these essentially what they're...
That's more of a sponsored story,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm glad you brought that up. Another way to do Facebook ads is called sponsored stories, where basically you're allowing Facebook to showcase the activity people have with your page and put them out into the right where the ads are as activity, but they're really Facebook ads. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're at Starbucks and you check into Starbucks or you say something great about Starbucks. An ad might appear for one of your friends that says, Amy just liked Starbucks, or Amy just checked into Starbucks. So the ad is telling you what other people in your social circle are doing, but it actually is truly an ad. So if people engage with it, you're getting charged for it, but it's less promotional.
And you can, one could manage the investment in these.
Yes. What I love about that is, I have some clients that maybe do $100 or maybe $200, I should be more clear, probably $200 a week on Facebook ads, and they do mainly engagement ads or sponsored ads, and they get a really great return on investment. Now, the way you do that, though, a few quick tips there. One, really monitor it. I like pay-per-click versus impressions. That's just my opinion. There's a lot of opinions about that. But right now, if you monitor it closely and you have two things, a great headline, something that's really going to grab attention, and a great image. Now, studies have shown that images with attractive or friendly women, a headshot of a woman, really do much better than anything else. And I've tested this many, many times, and I agree. Logos, pictures of men, even pictures of babies don't do as well as a picture of attractive, friendly, smiling woman. So if that relates somehow to your ad, if it's very odd, if you're selling something that has nothing to do with a picture of a headshot of a woman when it makes sense, then don't do it. But if it does make sense, try to use more attractive women in your photos.
Excellent. Yeah, I can see that working. I mean, if you're trying to get likes to your page, you say she likes my page. How about you?
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what you're saying in your picture. Or I have one of my clients is a physical trainer in New York City, and she has some really great pictures of herself working out and whatnot, but they're not too risque or anything like that. They're just really friendly, like, hey, I'd like to look like that woman. So it really attracts her ideal audience. So you just have to figure out what's going to attract the attention of your ideal audience.
Great ideas. I'm going to try that. Well, let's talk about one other topic. And that is something that I have just learned, that as of January 1st, Facebook is not going to support the Facebook markup language. We're going to all have to evidently move to IFrames, or are we?
Yes, so that's so important. So IFrames, basically it's the platform that Facebook uses in order to create your custom tabs. So custom welcome tabs, or just any kind of custom tab that you want to create on your Facebook page. So for so long we were using the FBML, Facebook markup language, and that definitely is going to becoming obsolete. I've heard a few different dates, but my suggestion is to move over as soon as possible, just to get everything locked in, just in case it happens sooner than we think. Now with that, IFrames, there's different applications you can use, but I want to suggest a few that make it really easy. I am not a techie person, so if I could ever find something that I could do it myself, but I don't have to use code, that's my favorite. Or, quite honestly, if someone else can do it for me really in an inexpensive way, I also love that.
Yeah, help me, because the one in the book that I was going to use one. I had narrowed my choices down, and you said that this is a more challenging option. So we won't mention who that is, but which are the easier ones to work with?
Okay, so I don't remember which one that is, so hopefully I'm not going to mention that one, but I like Le Jour. Was that the one it was?
No.
Good, okay. So quite honestly, there's so much in that book I can't remember everything, but Le Jour is one of my favorites. It's www.lujure.com. And Le Jour is a drag and drop tool that you use that literally you can make opt-ins, videos, the reveal tab, fan gating, people talk about that. Click the like button, I'll give you something free. Once they click the like button, the page changes. Le Jour does that beautifully. And we used it, if you want to see an example, at facebook.com/getthebook. That's our fan page for our own book.
Oh, okay, sure.
So facebook.com/getthebook. That is a Le Jour platform. Really, really easy to do, and they have great training videos. So that's one of my favorites. And then customfanpagedesigns.com. So it's customfanpagedesigns.com. I've been using them for many, many years, and they actually are a do-it-for-you service. But they're one of the most inexpensive ones I found, and they hold your hand if you have any questions along the way. They offer suggestions, all that good stuff. So that's a do-it-for-you, and then the you can do it yourself with Le Jour.
Okay, excellent. Now, I think I understand what fan gating is. I haven't tried this, but I would think that would be essential for choosing your write iframes, but that's to have content that everybody has access to. But then for the special group, what is this? Somebody that has to like your page to get access to that?
Yes, exactly. So I'll give you a great example. One of the pages I recently worked on, it says basically click the like button above, and when you do, we'll give you a free video series instantly. So, and then they talked about what it was. They give them a little teaser why they'd want to get that free video series. So people click the like button above, and literally the page changes right in front of your eyes, where it's a free video right there and an opt-in, so they can put their name and their email to get even more. So I love the reveal tab because it promises something right away, and you can do an opt-in. I think opt-ins on custom tabs on Facebook are so valuable. The most opt-ins I get, I have a few different opt-ins on the web and on my website. The most I get is on my Facebook welcome tab. I have one right there. So I encourage people to check that out. And like I said, LeJour can help you do that. Excellent,
excellent. Well, hey, I know you have another appointment to get to. Closing comments, anything you'd like to leave these small business folks with?
Yeah, I'll say this. Facebook can be extremely overwhelming. Quite honestly, all of social media can. But if you really take it step by step and try to ignore all the noise that's out there and just think, I've got some goals, I'm going to stick to that, I'm going to ignore all the chatter right now and really get down to business and take one step at a time, just like anything in life, quite honestly, it won't be so overwhelming. And the book really will help you step by step along the way. So be patient with yourself, because success on Facebook does not happen overnight.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for joining us. And for those of you listening or watching, I have been through quite a bit of this book, and I do recommend it. It's very well done. And for those of us that are not good with technology, it really does walk you through the paces. Well, thanks for being with us, Amy, and hope the book's doing well for you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.